What's up, guys? Gonna make a quick, short video because I'm running out of space on my phone because there's so much content. So I'm gonna make this video, then delete this video as soon as possible out of my phone. I'm out here, as you can see. I am sunburnt, man. I am sunburnt. Yeah, my pale ass can't handle it, I guess. No, 6 months of winter, you guys understand, right? Wanna make a video for you today. Want to talk about something, and I don't want to talk about population control in this video. We will get to that. There will be a series on that, but I have so much content to cover. It's going to be very difficult to keep you guys entertained if I'm on one topic the whole time. So I think I'm going to just space it out. But in this video, I want to talk about the power of positivity. Now, we were talking about this last video, at least a little bit. We're touching on it, about how positivity is a good thing. But we didn't really dive too deep into it, so I'm going to try to find a spot for this. You know, I probably should have done that before the video, but we're in this boat now, because I don't feel like restarting in 1 minute for some reason. Anyways, let's talk about it, shall we? As you guys are like, oh, sunburnt, man. Sunburnt. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Negativity is one of those things that, you know, there are pessimists, and these pessimists can go into the real world and inflict others into their toxicity. And, of course, I'm not one of those people, and I encourage you guys to not be one of those people. See, it starts like this. You do something or say something, and nobody challenges you on it. This would be your negative comment. This would be like an internet troll. They have like a whole new genre of trolls. Internet trolls, YouTube trolls, right? It's like they want to say no and be against everything, right? They want to just quickly say, no, that's wrong because I'm right and that's shit and this movie's shit and this thing's shit and, you know, you're a shitty person. And they want to inflict you with them. Well, what you see in others, or how you determine what you see in others, is based on the representation of yourself. You see others how you see yourself. If you see somebody like pretty girl walking down the street, that girl's pretty. Are you just looking at her? You might think in your mind you're just looking, oh, that's a pretty girl. Negative. That is not the truth. The truth is you're seeing yourself in her and seeing if you were her in some shape or form. Is that how you would act? Is this how you would dress? Is this right? And then you would like the person based on what you would do in their shoes. Stupid, right? But it's what we do. God, a little red here. But, so what we do is we see a reflection of others. When we are negative to others, it's because you are negative. What you see in others is a result of what you are. If you're like, oh, that movie's a piece of shit, or that actor's a piece of shit, or this is shit, guess who really is shit? Come on now. Now, the same results from your happiness and your optimism and your positivity. See, being positive is a lifestyle change. Same thing with patience, but this is the second level of positivity. So positivity can only stem from your patience. If you're not patient with people, patient with yourself, patient catching fish or waiting for, you know, the line at the bank to get out of the way. If you're not patient, you can't be positive. It's just the truth, because you're going to be either negative or positive. Now, there is a balance that needs to happen, and that balance is not necessarily linear. Like, it's not like you're not good or bad, right? It's not positive or negative. It's neutrons and no. It's a balance. It's you see the positivity and you see the negativity, and then you balance that. However, there is a power if you don't balance it and you literally try to take away all the negativity out of your life. How positive things become. And positivity is a good thing, right? You can't overdose on positivity. It's a good thing, right? Can't have too much. So most of the times I try to tell you guys, balance your ego, balance your everything. Balance everything in your life. Balance the yin and the yang. and it will do you wonders. This is the only time I tell you don't balance it. Positivity is good. Can't overdose it on it. You can't, there's no so much positive that all of a sudden it comes crashing down and it's a nightmare and you know, there's war and chaos. It's not like that. See, I'm going to explain something. When you are negative and you are undergoing some sort of transformation into a negative mindset, you tend to, your metabolism starts to fail on you. You start seeing a lot of different things that may occur to you. Now, of course, that's not causation necessarily, but it is a part of it. I mean, there's so many bad things that happen. You're going to lose a lot of friends. People are going to be angry around you because you're angry around them. You might be not in your comfort zone, or you might be like goofy in anxiety mode, and the only way that you know how to express yourself is just to be negative and go against the grind and the positives. You know, I'm in Florida. I know one person that came down here recently, and they weren't very positive, and it was very striking. It was confusing. It's like, you left work, you're on vacation, you're in a warm climate, you feel good, or at least you should, but you've chosen to live a lifestyle of negativity. Therefore, you can't really see the beauty. Now, of course, I was trying to show you guys the water chickens in the pond, but it takes a while for the phone to adjust. There's so much negativity in the world. It's hard to... Is that going to work? Hey, there we go. I mean, I don't like it, but it'll do for now. Hands-free. So this is the case. If you're negative and you are going through your life trying to infect other people with your negativity, you're siphoning not only your energy, but you have to align that with others. Misery likes company. And when you're infecting others, they're going throughout their day in their blind, mindless notion that it is a negative day all of a sudden because they had to deal with your ass. Negativity becomes contagious. It becomes the vibration that you have to align to. So, for example, let's say you're a kid, right? And your father just comes home and he's in an angry mood. He lost 10 grand at the casino last night. Your mom cheated on him just that day. He got fired from his job, whatever, right? You know, like, just think of just an outrageous thing that would have been very negative. How do you take that negativity? Do you just accept it and align to it? Because you are powerful to align to positive or negative. But that negativity comes around. So father figure aligns to it, becomes negative, argumentative, angry, and, blood pressure's up, veins sticking out, right? So angry dad comes home, and you're home, and angry dad's like, getting all mad. What do you feel as a child? Because that's when you're most vulnerable, so this makes more sense for you guys. Because you could be a wife of the guy, you can be a friend, a neighbor, you could be the one taking care of him at the gas station, whatever, right? But it's just easier to understand this if you put your mind, body, and soul in the shoes of that child. The child comes home, he's vulnerable. Dad's angry, kid's gonna be timid. The kid's going to be feeling the feeling that the parent gave the child, right? So through that feeling and that understanding of this is where we are now, we feel things. That energy, that negative energy, went from where it came from, which could have been his loss of job, whatever, right? Wherever it came from, wherever it stemmed from, into the person, which is the man in the situation. And in the man, they have this evil energy and aura and vibration and frequency all over him. And it's spreading throughout the room, and it has to go somewhere and spread like wildfire. So this evil that the father has given is now taking it over to his son. right? So let's say you're the son of the father, you're scared, you don't know what to do, you're very frightful. Why? Because that energy is there. Now imagine if the father was in a positive mood, right? The positivity is just as powerful as the negativity, right? So that negativity wants to flourish. But so does the positivity. It's like a consciousness. It's like a virus or something. I don't know what it is. But it's a frequency in the air that wants to spread. And it wants to be perceived and felt. It's weird, right? I'm not saying it's consciousness. I'm just saying it's like it. It's like a virus or something. I don't know. So let's say the father is positive. He's like, you know what? Yeah, this happened, but it was, I learned my lesson and stuff, and then get over it. And then they flick that switch to a positive switch. Like very, very happy, like at least I have my health, at least I have this. And then you turn that at least into a, wow, it's not so bad. Lost 10 grand, it's money. It sucks. But what am I going to do about it now? Or whatever it is. Whatever the problem was, whatever stemmed that negativity. Whatever that was, whatever, right? And then you put on, and you choose to put on that positive. The power of that positivity will be a total different ballgame to everyone around you. You already know smiles are contagious. You see someone smiling, you're like, okay, you want to smile, right? When someone laughs, when someone feels good, when someone even just does this little wrinkle around their eye, it makes you feel good, right? There's something about it. There's something about energy that must be experienced, right? There's something intriguing about it. There's something that has to happen unless you consciously flick that switch. And we'll talk about that in a second. See, father comes home positive. The son's like in a happy mood because of whatever reason that they're going throughout their day, which is subconscious. It's a subconscious feeling. It's a subconscious, I'm not saying it's artificial. It's 100% true. The feelings are real. But what it is it's subconscious. So you're taking your day, however that happened, and allowed it to change your perception on the day, change your feeling, your chemical balance, everything, right? Dad comes home happy, son is already in whatever mood they're in, but because the father's happy, now you have a good father around who's giving you happiness and joy as well. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that a contagious good feeling that you can get behind? I mean, when you're an energy vampire, you're yelling at your wife and kids. I mean, what's happening there? I mean, you're giving that to your wife and kids. It makes no sense to me that somebody who wants to love, claims to love their family, wants to do that to them. Because you're making sure that just because you're having a bad day, everyone has a bad day. Like I said, there's something about it that must be spread. It's like a disease. It's like an airborne disease, which I don't think air is necessary for frequency, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist here, right? And I've claimed a million times I'm not that bright, right? Especially in my speech craft. So think of it like this. I've said this many times before, but this is the easiest way that I can tell you that you can just flip that switch. You can choose to be positive and reap all the benefits of the positivity. Have people wanting to be around you. No one wants to be around a pessimist. It's raining again today. You want to deal with that guy? No, you don't. You don't want to talk to that fucking idiot. Get the fuck away from me, idiot. Grow the fuck up. Get a little positivity in your life, right? It's about time that you take your emotions by the horns. Take your lifestyle by the horns. You are the underlining factor. Again, now I've said this many times on my channel. Imagine 3:30 in the morning, alarm goes off. Dun, 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 dun. Right? You just got 6 hours of sleep or less. Let's just say 5 hours of sleep or less. You know, some people need 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Some people only need 4 or 5. I'm just going to say this person needs 8 hours of sleep. And they got 3 hours less than they should have or some shit, right? Their alarm goes off. They're about to be working a double that day, a 15-hour shift. It doesn't really matter. It could just be a normal shift. I'm just throwing that in there. Just just for the vibe, to be real. And then you're like, oh, fuck. You hit the alarm clock. You stub your finger when you try to because it's dark still. It's only 3:30 in the morning. Then you get up. Oh, and then you walk out of the bed and you stub your toe on the, oh, fuck. And then you're like, oh, fuck, god damn it. It's going to be one of them days. You guys know the story, right? If you're new to my channel, you don't. That's why I have to say this again for the 100th time. Then you go to brush your teeth, and you're brushing hard because you have this vibration, this negative energy about you all of a sudden, which isn't artificial. It is natural. But you're allowing it to be. You're brushing your teeth a little too hard, your gums start bleeding, and you're just like, fuck this. Go into the shower, hot water all of a sudden doesn't work. Can you explain it? Your energy has something to do with your reality. Now you have no hot water, you're freezing, you're, oh, god damn it, I hate my life, I hate my job, Notice how it's just going to keep doing that thing that's going to create that negative vibration all day for you. Notice, hold on, I'll get to that. So you're done with your shower, then you go to work. You have your coffee, you put it in your mug, and you put it in your center console in your cup holder, and you're driving to work. You hit a bump, and your coffee goes all over yourself, and you don't have time to go back home. You're like, oh, fuck, it really is one of these days. Can anything else go wrong? So then you step on the gas, you go back to get a change of clothes because you can't have coffee stains all over your clothes for a double shift at work all day. Right? And on that way home, you're speeding. Cop pulls you over. Cop pulls you over and you're like, god damn it, this too, I'm going to be late for work now. Cop gives you a ticket. You're angry and it's like a million fucking, couldn't have this day just been, it can't get any worse. You get late to work, might lose your job over this, might get a warning or whatever the fuck they do at these little fucking jobs these days. And, yeah, that's your day, and every customer you talk to or whatever type of job you have is going to treat you like shit because you have shit aura. I'm a piece of shit. And if you talk to me, shit's gonna happen. I'm gonna be angry, I'm gonna be negative, right? Now, what would have changed the whole situation? It's the title of the video. The power of positivity. See, that negativity is powerful too. Don't recommend it. As my examples keep showing, I don't recommend it. You want a shitty day? You want a shitty life? You want to turn into a shitty lifestyle? That's going to infect your life from the moment you let it in to the moment you croak. Is that what you want? Now, what could have happened was alarm. You're like, oh, fuck. And then you stub your toe and then you're going through all that shit. And then at some point, any point, if you just stopped and was like, ah, think about something positive. Think about something you like. If you like your sports team winning the night before, whatever. Some people are really easy, right? to turn into positive mode. So you think of something positive. You think of, oh, I'm working with this person today. Oh, man, at least I'm working with this person. And then you're thinking of the optimistic things. Glass could be half empty or half full. I look at it as it's half full. That means you still have some left. If you look at it like half empty, well, it's almost gone. But half full, you still have half of it. I have half of it. Not I lost half of it. Right? So there's two different ways to look at life. Optimism and pessimism. Of course, you can be a realist. That's what I choose to be, but I'd rather be an optimist. I've been an optimist the majority of my life. I remember when I was a kid, my stepdad used to always call me a negative Nancy type thing, right? Like, oh, you're so negative. But I thought I was a realist. But there is a difference. There is a difference. If you say Bill Gates is producing viruses to depopulate the world, and Bill Gates is hypothetical, right? I mean, his money goes toward it, right? He's not the one designing the vaccines, right? Point is, I can say that, right? And it's real. That's a difference between saying that all the time or balancing it out with some positivity. Like, well, Bill Gates sent money over to this organization to help kids with cancer, which some people would say it's negative in my next statement, but it's real. But what is that really going to? Is that going to his friends? Is that actually going to positive research that has done anything to help people ever? You know, but the point is, I look at things optimistically. The glass is half full. And the reason why I do that is because when you're looking at things like that, just like patience, patience is virtuous. And if you look at your virtue based on your happiness, positivity should be a virtue as well. Right? I mean, that's just logic right there, but I think you can associate that with your own life and understand the benefits. Now, if you're going to be, oh, I'm just going to be negative and be this way, and whatever feeling I have, you know, I'm just going to go crazy about it. Lost my job. I got to, You know what happens when I lose my job? Oh, maybe I can try to get something better. Optimism. It's good. And guess what? The world will react and conform itself to my desires. I know that's very tough for you guys to understand, but if you're not new to my channel, you understand. You understand what I was saying there. You are a powerful conscious being. You flick that switch of your life. Now, I'm going to say something positive for you guys as a little, not an outro, but like, give you guys something to think about. I wanted to name this video Start, but I chose Power of Positivity because positivity is very powerful. And once you understand and grasp that, then the world is your oyster. Now, start. It's that simple. Start. What do you want to do? I want more money. Start making more money. Oh, it's easier said than done. No, no, no. Start. I weigh 300 pounds and no girl will look at me. Well, do you want to have less than 300 pounds and you want girls to look at you? Yeah. Start. You might not know where the journey will take you. You don't even know what road the journey is on. But if you start, you're making progress. See, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think, this person did this, and that's the way he did it. Therefore, I have to mimic what he did to get to the point he's at. Wrong. You don't know what kind of financial things that were cooperating with him. You don't know what his mindset is. Mimicking somebody because they did A, B, and C doesn't produce A, B, and C for you. We are subjective creatures. We are conscious creatures. That objectivity that you think you see is passed through the lens of the subject. And it declines to fabricate any idea of understanding of any variable in that scenario. You just need to start. I know it sounds tough. It sounds tough. You know kind of where you want to be. I want to weigh less. I want girls to look at me. I want more money. I want a bigger house. Start. You want to quit smoking. Stop. You understand what I'm getting at now? See, I think that's very important to understand. If you just start choosing to be positive in your life, you will see the positive benefits and you will lose the negative. What's the opposite of benefit? I can't think of it right now. So your conclusion would be that of, or the conclusion of this video would be that of, if you choose to start being positive, positive things will happen. Are there going to be hiccups? Yeah, it's life. But if you look at, you just got fired as, oh, now I have an opportunity to perhaps make more money. Maybe I can go fishing tomorrow. You know? I can go fishing tomorrow. Sweet. Shit, I can go fishing today. I just got fired. Fuck them. Boo, I'm out, motherfuckers. Right? Look at that smile. Now, when you get fired, it's like, oh, fuck, how am I going to pay the bills? And that negativity will envelop and destroy you and your loved ones. If you just start today, be a little more positive. And especially like my last video, be patient. You can't be positive without patience. You need to be patient. You need to understand. And if you don't understand, then you can't envelop any powers. And because you can't envelop the powers, you most certainly can't use the powers. You know, if you can't hold on to the power and be able to utilize it to your liking, then what are you doing? You're just letting the world choose your emotion for the day. You're just letting the world or other conscious people or any materialistic thing, you know, you stub your toe against your fucking door. Right? You stub your toe to the door. Now you have a different feeling. Is that going to be your day feeling? Your week feeling? Your month? Year? The rest of your life? Or do you want the feeling of happiness and joy? And I'm going to tell you something. The ugliest thing I've ever seen was a lack of compassion. Somebody falls, hurts themselves, and someone might chuckle or something. Lack of compassion. It's the ugliest quality I've ever seen. A guy gets taken for everything he's worth because of a cheating wife decided to divorce him. And people around him, that's what you get. You should have. Negativity. That negativity is an evil thing. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I can never marry a pessimist. Couldn't happen. Right? And chances are, everyone else is going to say the same. We aren't here to cater to your negative needs and your bullshit rants. We're here to help each other. I'm giving you value, you give me value. Positive, positive. If we exchange dollars, I give you $1, you give me $1, we both have $1. Nothing happened, right? Now, if I gave you an idea and you gave me an idea, we're both left with something different, something more than we started. Same goes with your optimism. If somebody's negative around you, hold the door for them. Be positive around them. They need it the most. Because I'm not saying that you need to cater to them. I'm just saying they need it the most. Again, you don't have to cater. You don't have to, I have an abusive husband. He's so angry. I just do what he says. I'm not saying to do that. Just saying, if somebody's negative towards you, try to Be like, hey, you want to go fishing? Fishing will show him patience, right? And if he's like, my line's all tangled. Oh, my hook got stuck in the tree. Be patient. You got to teach them. Because if they don't understand, you must teach them. Or else they are going to go down a spiral of a whole life of negativity and pessimistic ideologies and views that will not change. Trump sucks. I hated Obama, but Trump's even, and you just, nothing's ever going to be. If that's who you are, and you're looking at the TV, which is full of fear-mongering and hate, that's what you're going to get. You need to consciously change the way you think, and you will see that your metabolism will speed up. You will see endorphins. You will see smiles. You're going to be able to identify those negative people, not as your own, but as damaged goods, as hurt people that need help, sick people with a disease. And then you're going to associate with people that are positive and uplifting and very, very good vibration and good, character and, loving nature. And you will stay away from those energy vampires. You will stay away from those high blood pressure people. And you will stay away from that cunt who wants to, cheat on you while you're supposed to be dating her, The point I'm getting at is that you will choose to remove that negativity out of your life. And once you do, you've already made a lifestyle choice that is going to change the rest of your life. And it all starts with you. It doesn't start with anyone else. It doesn't start in, I got to get rid of my door because I stubbed my toe there. That's not how this works. You need to change you. Sorry, you. I keep looking at here because that's where the camera used to be on my old phone. But you need to make that change in yourself, in your conscious self, and in your awareness, and to know that you are consciously making the change. And when you do, you might not notice it at first, but if you make it a virtue, which it should be, if you make it a virtue, your whole life will be different. You're going to see the sunshine as sunshine, not as I got to put on suntan lotion. Today's going to suck because the sun's out. You're going to look at it as like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh, the sun feels good. Everything feels good. Talking to people feels good. But when you're negative, fuck you, you son of a bitch. You understand the difference. I don't have to go down that rabbit hole again. You make the change. It's a conscious change. It is not a maybe this will happen, or I hope this will happen, or I have faith that karma is going to bullshit. You make the change. Everything's going to change when you let it. Like I said, your metabolism is going to be different. Your smiles are going to be a little bit better. You're going to have less, what are those red things, the red veins in your eyes, like you're always stoned, but you're really just stressed. Your stress levels will go down. Your patience will go up. Your ability to be empathic and acquire superpowers, which I have talked about in the past, watching my previous videos. Your abilities will change, and then your virtues will change, and your understanding of life will be different. You will understand that there are positive things in the world, and you like those positive things because they're positive. Anyways, I didn't expect this to be a 35-minute video because I have 3 minutes left of time, according to my phone, of what I can record. So I'm going to have to end this video. But you guys got the majority of what I was talking about, even though, again, my speechcraft is terrible, but it is what it is, right? At least I have the knowledge. The knowledge means more than putting words together to me. But anyways, I hope you guys understand this and understand the importance of this video. It'll change your life. It'll change everything. I'm just going to tell you right now, when I was in the truck, there were days I was negative. There was days I was quote-unquote neutral and just sliding by and yeah, I'm okay, you know? And something happened where I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 30 pounds. You know, I was at 218. I'm about 188 right now. You know, not the biggest muscle that you've ever seen, but I can do some push-ups. I feel good. I have tons of women hollering at me. Tons of women hollering at me. I might not even be the handsomest guy in the world, but just that positivity. It's almost like beautiful. It's like rewarding. It's like, you know, think of it like this. If you're always with people that are like neutral or negative, then you get a dose of that positive. It's like a drug. It's so addictive and it wants to spread. It's beautiful. And most people don't understand because they've never experienced it. They're so used to the negativity or the blatant neutral bullshit and the PC culture. They don't get to be free and beautiful and free-spirited and loving. Okay, I got like less than a minute left. So I'm going to end this video. Hope you guys got the information that needed to be delivered. And I hope you guys make some positive changes in your life. And you will reap all the benefits. It's beautiful. So see you guys. Stay tuned for more content. Plenty more coming. I'm out.